Wednesday 10, we're going to do a pumpkin Irish stout, all grain, brew in a bag. So we've got our list of ingredients here. We got a kilogram of flaked oats, half pound DME. We got our English yeast, SAFALE S-04, 100 grams of East Kent Goldings, 0.47 kilograms of roasted, 0.08 kilograms of the sour malt. Then we got the Halcyon Pale Ale Malt, 2.7 kilograms. And of course I've got my grain bag here, my clips to attach it to the water kettle. So to figure out the amount of water, I used the formula that they had online, 1.5 quarts per pound of grain. I got 9.78 pounds of grain, so it's 14.5 quarts. And basically I took 3 gallons from one of my buckets, and then 2 1-liter bottles, and 270 milliliters from the water measuring cup. So right now I'm bringing the waters almost to 170 degrees. So once it hits 170, I'll shut it off. I'll put the bag in, put the grain in, make sure that there's no lumps in it, and we'll start our mash. Water's right at 170, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding the grains. Now it's a little too hot. It was like around 158. So what I did is I went ahead and added I had 8 ounces of pumpkin in the refrigerator. So I added that to it, so now we're like at 152, 154. It's about right where we want to be. So I'm going to cover it and stir it again in 15 minutes. We're into our mash for Homebrew Wednesday 10. This is my Goes Down Dark IPA. It's primed for 2 weeks. It's been in the refrigerator for 3 days. Don't you hate it when that happens? Okay. Well, I guess that's what you get when you're live, right? Well, not too bad of a head. It's got a little tan to it. You can see on the end I poured a little too much maybe. So I got some sediment in here. Of course, these first 3 bottles that I'm trying are like the last 3 bottles that I poured out of the fermenter, so they're bound to have more sediment in them anyway. So I'm still not judging the beer by the by these 3 bottles. The rest of the beer is in the basement. I will probably not put those in the fridge yet. So I've still got one in the fridge now. I'll let that one clear out some more, maybe have that at the end of the week. And then, so after 3 weeks conditioning in the bottles, I'll put another pair of bottles there. Like I said before, it's beer. And how can you be brewing a homebrew without drinking a homebrew? Alrighty, So, the jury is still out. But I like it better. I still like it better than the second one. Don't remember the first one well enough to know. I guess I think it's probably even more drinkable than the first one. Yeah, who knows? Anyway, we'll get back to brewing and whatnot. Under 24 hours, you can see that fermentation is well underway.